What's up guys, Ryan here from MudGunner, and today we're kind of doing just like a random video. It's kind of late at night, it's like after 9 o'clock, and I need to edit this video and post it tonight. I'm also getting ready to go shooting in the morning so I can get some shooting content for you guys. But I figured I would just kind of talk about the video I'm doing tomorrow, talk about some updates on some of my guns, and yeah, maybe just answer some questions. So first up, I just want to say I got the FBI HRT build a little bit closer now. One of the viewers of this video, who's also a customer at the shop, he noticed that I am missing an OD green cover for this aim point, and he asked me if I wanted to buy it from him, so I did. So thank you if you're watching this. These are like 30 bucks. He sold it to me for 15, but yeah, that's exactly what I needed to put on this aim point. So this is an aim point T1 now with a Tango Down OD green cover. I don't know if I'm going to keep the caps on there, but normally I would just cut them off, but I also am not going to shoot this gun super often, so I don't know. But for now, they're going to stay on there. The only other thing I really want to do to this gun is put a Surefire RC2 in black on here. I just have to pick one up. So that's probably the last step for that gun as of right now. And then the only other thing is I might change this arms mount for a Daniel Defense mount at some point. But if you guys want to know more about this gun, I did an entire video on it a couple weeks ago. So just look up my FBI HRT build, and yeah, but that's coming out pretty nicely. And then I talked about this gun the other day. The only thing I added to this gun was I dug out the base pad that I had for it and I put it on because I had a base pad that I got from a buddy of mine, and it looks pretty good on this magazine. This is just to help make it drop safe. Chances are I'm not going to drop this mag because this is my hollow point mag. Eventually I'll cycle the ammo out, but when I drop it, it'll be empty, which is less strain on the mag, because this being a polymer mag, if you dropped it while it was fully loaded, it is more prone to breaking. But yeah, these are not fairly thin, but they're thinner, all polymer magazines, and that's 30 rounds of 9mm in there, so you are more likely to break it if you dropped it while it's fully loaded. But at least now it has a bumper. And then only other thing, I've had this BCM pistol for a little bit, and I haven't really decided what I wanted to do to it, but I was cleaning out some of my safes, and then I had an EOTech in there, so I was like, you know what, I'll just throw this on here for now, and I don't know when I'll get to shoot it, but right now it's got an EOTech on there. So if you guys watched my video a little while ago where I was talking about some of the builds I'm working on, this was in that video. So the only thing I've done to it now is add an EOTech. But yeah, other than that, I'm always working on projects. So there's like too many projects going on at once, but that's just kind of the way it is with my lifestyle because we get a lot of used stuff through our store. So most of the stuff that I buy used, and you never know what's going to come in. So what we have right here is going to be tomorrow's video, and I'm very excited for that. So for those of you who don't know, it's kind of hard to tell from here, these are all Colt Pythons. Now, these are not my guns. They are on loan as of right now, just for tomorrow. And what we have here is 5 Colt Pythons from 5 different decades. And I've never shot a Colt Python, but I'm very excited because tomorrow I get to shoot all 5 of these. So we'll kind of go down the line. I'm going to just wipe them down. I have some M Pro 7 in here in this nasty bottle, but I have some M Pro 7. I'm just going to wipe them down and get them cleaned up. We're not going to fire a high round count through them. We're maybe firing 1 to 2 cylinders per revolver because Colt Pythons are rare, they're expensive. Clean ones, they're collector's pieces. So this one is a 1967. It's a 4-inch blued Python. It's got a little bit of wear on there, so this is one we'll probably put a couple more rounds through. But that is a beautiful Colt Python from 1967. This one is a 6-inch nickel Python from 1972. And this one is also beautiful. We have a 1982. This, I think, is like a matte stainless. So 1982 Colt Python, also a 6-inch barrel. We have a 1996 Colt Python. This is a 4-inch stainless. And yeah, I'm excited for that one. And then we have the most modern Python, a 2023 3-inch Python. So yeah, very excited. Again, I've never shot a Colt Python, but we have 5 decades to shoot. So they made the Colt Python from 1955 to 2005. So as far as decades goes, we're missing the 50s and we're missing the early 2000s, but this is what I have to work with. 1955 to 2005, and then I think they started it back up in 2020. So it's 2020 to now, and they've basically revamped the whole snake line. Well, most of it. They have the Colt Python, they have the Anaconda, they have the Cobra, the King Cobra. The only one they're missing would be the Boa, the Viper, and the Diamondback, because there's 7 snake guns. So, yeah. But what's cool about these is, again, they're 5 different decades, and I've never shot a Python, and they're pretty rare and expensive, especially for the older ones. But yeah, stay tuned for that video. So I'm just gonna wipe them down real fast, and then I'll put some oil on them for tomorrow just so they're cleaned up. Again, I'm not putting a high round count through them, but I just want to get them wiped down. And then I figured while I'm doing this, because this is going to be kind of a quicker video since it's getting late, I would answer some questions. So I don't have like many questions to answer, but like I see people ask in the comments. There is the elephant in the room that I'll talk about too. So one of the biggest questions I get is, how do I afford all these guns? Are these guns mine? And the answer is, if I say they're my guns, they are my guns. These 5 Colt Pythons are not my guns. So I'm telling you guys that. I always want to be honest about that. I can tell you though that I'm going to buy this one because it's a 1996 Python and that's when I was born. So this one I'm going to buy, but it is not mine as of yet. But yeah, people always ask in the comments, are these guns yours? How do you afford them? And yeah, again, if I say they're mine, they're mine. I don't want to lie to you guys. And even if like they're not mine, like I don't care, I'll tell you guys, because it doesn't benefit me one way or another whether they're mine or not. You know, I'm just here to show you guys either entertainment or information about the guns. So yeah, I want to be honest with you guys. I don't want to come off as like, oh, you know, I don't want to come off as like showboating or like, you know, this is mine, you can't have it kind of thing. But at the same time, you know, I want to show cool guns, and you know, that's why I created a YouTube channel, because I feel like I have good guns to show and talk about, and I want to continue to do it, and I want to continue to be in the gun industry for the rest of my life. So that is kind of why I started my YouTube channel, because I knew that, you know, I'm not the average person with guns. I do have quite a few, and I spend a lot of money on them, but that wasn't overnight either. So I got into the gun industry back in 2014. I've worked at the same shop since 2014, but I've also done like side work. Like my whole life, I've done, you know, I bred reptiles, which I know sounds weird, but I bred reptiles for years. I'm doing the YouTube right now. I have my apparel business where I sell merchandise on atroxco.com. And on top of that, I work every single day off, and I've worked every single day off for like the last 10 years. So like I'm pretty dedicated. I do like 80-hour work weeks every week, and I basically never skip a beat. So if you think about it, working every single day off for 10 years straight, I mean, you're going to have a little bit of extra cash. I also have the advantage of working in the gun industry, so I mainly buy used guns, and you know, I've also gotten deals from friends. I've made a lot of friends along the way, and yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, I do have an advantage over the average person. I get that, guys, and you know, I don't want to rub it in to anyone. You know, it just, again, I see the comments. That's why I'm talking about this. It's not to like rub anything in. It's just, I see some people kind of, they get in arguments in the comments over like my guns or like how they think I'm getting them. And it's like, you know, I appreciate people, you know, backing me up or having my back, but, you know, I don't mind talking about it. Like, I'm not going to tell you my whole, you know, personal life and everything, but I don't mind talking about it. So yeah, I mean, if I say the gun is mine, it is mine, but also I do layaway on almost everything. So the store I work at, we do layaway. Again, I have probably a little bit more advantages than the average person. So how layaway works is you put 20% down and you have 90 days to pay it off. So we do that at our shop for anyone, and I definitely use it for most of my guns because it takes time to pay stuff off, and I have to work a lot of days off to pay off guns. But again, I've also been doing it for 10 years. So for 10 years, I've, you know, just been, it's like sole dedication to just gun ownership, like buying guns. I don't really spend my money on as much other things. Like, you'll notice my couch, there's a hole in this couch, and that's been there from my dog for a year or so. And people comment in the comments, are like, hey, when are you going to get a new couch? Or hey, get a new couch because that's ugly to look at. So I normally just try to cover it with a gun, but that's just money I don't want to spend because that takes away from my gun money. So there are sacrifices to spending every dime that I can on guns, and that is, you know, I don't necessarily go party, I don't drink. We try to not eat out too much because eating out's very expensive. If you spend, I think it's like, if you spend like $25 or $27 a day, that's like $10,000 a year you're wasting. And I mean, that could be eating out for breakfast, eating out for lunch, eating out for dinner, like that adds up really fast. So I don't do that. I do have a great girlfriend that is an amazing cook, and you know, we shop at Costco because you save money, buy in bulk. She makes a lot of homemade food, and you know, that definitely helps. And yeah, other than that, I try to not spend too much money on like snacks or fast food because that definitely adds up. And then a lot of it's just, you know, this couch was $50. The coffee table that I'm using was $30, and I bought those years ago. So like, I don't really spend money on like stuff not that I don't need, I don't spend a lot of money on other things. I really just focus it on the gun. So that's kind of my dedication, is to just spending it on guns. But again, I buy only used stuff, so I save money there too. Other than that, I mean, it's probably a lot of information, but if you guys are watching my channel and you guys are regulars, again, I don't mind telling you this. So I've had a couple people say, oh, he's just shilling for this company. And I don't feel like I am, because like, again, I buy all my guns. No company has ever given me a free gun. The only thing that I've ever gotten for free, I've gotten some triggers from Timney. I got some body armor from AR500 that I shot. My work has given me some ammo to shoot for videos, and my buddy Angelo and Ryan, they've hooked me up with ammo from like Jello shots or Dignity Defense ammo. Oh, that's not true. I did get a free gun from Dignity Defense, but when I did that video years ago, I also said, hey, this was given to me by Dignity Defense, so that's not true. I did get a free AR a few years ago. But everything else, again, I buy used, and yeah, it's fun. I really enjoy guns. Am I going to stop buying guns? No. So, you know, I do have a lot of cool guns in the works right now that I'm working on and that I'm slowly paying off. So you guys are going to see more cool guns. I don't see myself slowing down anytime soon. People were also asking if I borrow/trade guns, and the answer is yes. Again, these pythons are basically being borrowed right now for this video for tomorrow. But yeah, occasionally I borrow guns, but I also say at the beginning of the video, hey, like I got these guns from, you know, either my work or from a buddy. Like I have a buddy, Doug, that's lent me guns a few times, and I posted those videos a few months back, and he lent us some crazy high points. He lent us an AMT Automag and 30 carbine. And then, yeah, I've also traded some guns. Basically, I try to trade up. So I really don't get rid of a gun unless it's to fund another gun. So the Knights Armament SR25 that I bought, I basically sold 10 guns to fund that one because that was an expensive gun. I have a Tommy built G36 clone, which is a Star Wars clone that I posted on May 4th. That one I traded like 15 guns straight across for it. They were 15 cheaper guns, like Ruger Mark I 22 pistols, just old, like, I had a variety of like just kind of older guns, like older $200 or $300 guns. I traded like 15 for one gun. So yeah, I traded, like occasionally I'll trade up, and I'm slowly trying to just build up the collection into like some really nice stuff. If something crazy came along, like I'm willing to trade guns to get other guns. But for the most part, I really don't sell anything unless I'm trying to get money for another gun, and I don't really trade guns unless it's for other guns. So yes, occasionally I do trade, occasionally I do borrow guns, but I will always say, you know, hey, this gun is not mine. I am borrowing it from my store or from my friend, or I don't know if that helps you guys or, you know, whatever. I'm sure there are still going to be people in the comments like, oh, this one guy, he's commented on a few of my videos. He's like, oh, that's all mommy, daddy money. First of all, my dad wants to buy guns too. So he doesn't want to lend me money to buy guns. He wants to buy his own guns. And my mom, she's not like anti-gun, but she's also like, you know, why do people need those? So, but she's very supportive of me, so I can't say she's not supportive. But no, my parents do not lend me money for guns. This is all bought by me. But other than that, you just see me cleaning pythons and talking. So I'll probably leave it off there because I need to edit this video. It's like 9:20 now. And yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, just comment down below with any other questions you have. And no promises that I'll get to all of them, but I will try to answer some. So thank you guys for watching.